Hello everyone, hopefully you can hear me and see me okay, fingers crossed. Yeah, yeah, just mentioned in the chat, so I'm having all sorts of internet trouble. I'm hoping it's alright. Can you hear me and see me okay? Fingers crossed you can. It might cut out any time, I don't know. The internet's working 1 minute, then it's not another minute, then it's back again, then it's not, so we'll see. But fingers crossed it will at least last an hour and a half, we'll see how long it takes. So how are you doing everyone? Hi Scotty, hi Luke. Oh, good to see you Luke, by the way, good to see you. No football on today, and good to see you Alan as well. Love those chocolate bars, look at that. Congratulations on your turquoise chocolate bar. And Scotty on your yellow one. I don't know if it's, yeah, been like that for a while. But yes, afternoon Luke, how are you doing? So what's this, is Hibs not playing? Hibs play Scottish Cup. Okay, what's happened? Has it actually finished the Scottish? I'm not, I mean, I must say, I lose track of football sometimes. I follow the English Premier League, but Scottish ones, I can't, I know they played each other about 4 times or something. I get, yeah. I get confused with it all, but yes. Yeah, I know, Scotty, you had problems with the internet as well, so I feel your pain and you can feel mine, I'm sure. It's been a bit of a strange one, I don't know why. You know, I get like massively good speeds 1 second, then ridiculously slow ones another, and so to the point where I can't, you know, work it. So yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, but fingers crossed we can last. But how's everyone doing today? Everyone doing okay? Hopefully you're doing all right. Have you managed to avoid eating all your Easter chocolate yet? Or you've had the supermarket sell about 5 months in advance, isn't it? So, okay, yeah, my connection might be playing up. Maybe you can still hear me. I don't know, but yeah, let me know. Yeah, it's gone. It seems to have gone bad again. I'm not sure what's happened. See, it was fine 1 second, then it's gone again. So I don't know why. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, hopefully it'll stay. It's a bit juddery, I guess, isn't it? It says it's got an excellent connection, so I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's a funny one. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We might be a bit choppy. I'm hoping it'll be all right. We'll just have to see. It's one of those things, isn't it? Yeah, technology for you. You know, live TV. What can you say? Oh. Yes. Yeah, hopefully, yeah. Lucas, if you ever do come down to Manchester, let me know. Perhaps we could meet up or something. There we go, yes. I'm not on Facebook. No, I'm not on Facebook. I should perhaps set up my own Facebook channel. Sorry, Luke, I meant to reply before. I never did because I didn't want to sort of diverse too much from YouTube, really, and perhaps Instagram as well, maybe. It's one of those where, you know, you end up sort of publishing videos in too many places, and yeah, it gets a bit complicated, unfortunately. Yeah, so Scotland v England, I say yes, yeah. That'll be a good time to come. Hopefully, well, we'll see what happens. Fingers crossed. I mean, you know, maybe we'll have to be sitting outside or something at that time, but it should be okay. Yeah, connection. How is it going for you, Luke? Is it going bad for you? Or is it all right? It was bad for a second. It seems to have stabilised again. So fingers crossed, it's okay. We'll go with it anyway. We could be, you know, we don't want to. The more we talk about it, maybe it'll go bad again. So yeah, who knows? But yes, let's start. So I've got some Easter products again. Got a lot of Cadbury ones this week, actually, I found. It wasn't the sort of Cadbury session that I was doing before, but yeah. Let me know if you're doing all right, Luke, by the way, if the connection's okay for you. It seems to be okay now, but, you know, fingers crossed. So, yes. So I'm going to start with one of my nemesis. Oh, hi, Rick, how are you doing? Yes, I see. Oh, dear. Yeah, hopefully... yeah, lots of Scottish people. Where you are then, Rick? Is it in Canada, aren't you? So yes, whereabouts in Canada are you, Rick? By the way, don't know if you mentioned. Sorry if you did mention before. I'm having mine Toronto, but that could just be because Toronto's in Canada. So yeah, yeah. But I hope it was doing okay. The connection's all right. We'll see how it goes anyway. So I do apologise if it disappears. If it does go, I'll perhaps try and jig about a bit, but I'll leave a comment in the chat to let you know how things are going. So, but yeah, hopefully you're doing okay. I'm thinking of doing some. Premieres as well, but you can set a video as a premiere. So what will happen is I'll have pre-recorded it, but it'll come as a sort of premiere, so everyone can actually sort of chat, and I can chat as well as we're watching it. So I was thinking maybe I could do some of those, such as my tier videos and stuff like this. Might be a good one to do for that. You know, so then we can also watch it together and things. You know, have a bit of a chat at the same time. So let me know what you think about that. If that sounds like a good idea. Yeah, so not too bad. Yeah, good stuff, Lou, good stuff. It's typical that, you know, the time you make it after a few times not being able to, it doesn't work. But anyway, we might see a hint of what got going on here. So, mini egg choc cakes. Yes, look at that. Yeah, so, well, you know, I'm expecting the worst from these. You know what my opinion is on cake bars and things. So, see how it goes. But yeah, basically a generic cake bar by the looks of it, with a mini egg on top. So Cadbury's mini egg. So, you know, there is hope. At least the mini egg will taste nice, if nothing else, but we'll see. Yeah, so there's funny design to the box as well, actually. It's got like a sort of, the yellow's not clean. It's got like sort of brown speckles. I thought maybe the box was dirty at first, but it's the way it is. So, bit of an odd one. So what have we got on the back? Let's see, might have to put it off to the right slightly so I can see it myself because I can't read it. But there we go. So what does it say? Chocolate flavoured sponge with vanilla flavoured topping, covered in milk chocolate and decorated with a milk chocolate egg in a crisp sugar shell. Yeah, so we do a calorie challenge chocolate only. So what's that, Lee? What's that? Honestly. So I'm basically just eating just nothing but chocolate. Is that the distance? That's pretty much what I'm doing at the moment anyway, it seems. And there we go, got the calories here. Per cake, 26 grams, 120 calories, 5.9 grams of fat, 2 potato which are saturates. For 100 grams, 450 calories, which is not bad, below the 500 to 550 threshold I'll talk about. But still calorific, of course. 21.8 grams of fat, 10.5 which are saturates. So there we go, yeah. Choking hazard. Yeah, for these mini eggs, they always say a choking hazard because they're quite hard. Super vegetarians. There we go. Alright, so it looks okay, but typical box. I'm not quite sure I like the sort of weird mottled design of it. It looks dirty almost, but it is all the way round, so yeah. Okay, why not try those ones as well? We have reviewed those before. There we go. Yes, mini egg on top, mini egg on top. Yeah, so what do you say sold, what you sold on, by the way, Scotty? Was that the premieres I was talking about? So that's something else that I've missed. But yeah, give these an open then. Okay, so here we go. So we've got 6 in, it does say times 6. We do have 6 of them. This sort of plastic shell. So one of the eggs come off actually. Look at that, it's had a bit of a disaster. I don't know what's happened here. I've not been throwing them around or anything, but they've yeah, I don't know. Okay. You can see they're quite small. Give them a bit of an open. I'll tell you what, I'll just move the camera down so you can see me opening them. Manipulate them a bit. See my keyboard there, flashing about. Might move that in a second, just out of the way. I would normally be a bit more tidy, but because of all the shenanigans that was going on, I didn't really get a chance. Okay, there we go, yeah. Mouse, of course, as well. Okay, so there we go. So I'll just adjust the brightness slightly. Let's have a look. Let's see. It's a bit of a pain to have to do the brightness adjust, but you know, that's the way it goes, I guess. Tried to figure a way around it, but I couldn't find one anyway, but there we go. Okay, there, a bit better, a bit better. Okay, 10,000 calories in 1 hour? Goodness me. Well, I have seen actually, yeah, I've seen some things, 10,000 in 1 hour, goodness me. Sometimes it feels like I'm doing that, but I'm not. Yeah, 10,000 in 1 hour. I've seen people do crazy eating challenges where they had to eat, I don't know, well, not half a ton of pizza, but as much as they can in a certain amount of time. And I can believe that that's coming close to it. But 10,000 an hour, I know where some of these bodybuilders and things eat a lot of stuff. I'm sure to them it's probably, well, even that sounds excessive. Well, the short answer is probably not. I don't think I'd survive 10,000 calories in an hour. You know, yeah, I mean, it sounds an interesting one, but that is crazy, yeah, that is crazy. I mean, what about you, Luke? Are you tempted by that? I mean, you could probably do it if you drank drinks as well and stuff like this, but, you know, calorific drinks and milkshakes and stuff, that would possibly help, but I think, I don't know if I could, I don't know if it'd be possible for me to do that, really. So this is what we're up against, everyone. So you can see there's 6 of these in the box. We've got the old problem here again, haven't we, where there's literally no, I mean, you could fit so much more than 6 in this box. Let's see, so imagine there. I mean, you know, it's got that problem, hasn't it? I mean, you know, it's, yeah, so we could fit probably a couple more here. So you can imagine 6 there, another one there at least. And there's this space at the top as well, of course, which doesn't quite fit one in, but you know, if you sort of laid them out in a way that we could manipulate it, maybe like this. Here you go, here's the way to do it. You can get the point here. Look at that, so you can easily fit there. So you know what I mean? So we've got 6 there. So I reckon we could perhaps put another couple at the end. Yeah, another one, so that's 7 more. 8, 9. So So this nice. It could fit 9 in this box basically, maybe even 9.5. Can't quite be sure. Yeah. So about 9, almost 10. So you know, there's definitely wasted space in there. But there we go. We're used to that now, aren't we? Really? Yes. So, Andy Game, hi, good to see you, Andy. I've seen you in the comments quite a lot. Good to see you here. Glad you could make one. And Andrew as well. Good to see you. Good to see you. Cadbury's 10,000. Hope you're doing okay, Andrew, by the way. And Andy, good to see you as well. Good to see you. Yeah, I mean, 10,000 of Cadbury cake bars. I mean, honestly, that's literally if I, you know, that's kind of pretty much idea of hell, isn't it? Really, I mean, if you're gonna spend as in consume 10,000 calories, you'd want it to be something nice, wouldn't you? You know, playing Tetris. Ah, see, is that who's playing Tetris? Sorry, I missed that. I missed that part. Sorry about that. There's a bit of chat going on. I might miss some bits of it. But was that ND? Because I know you presumably have a gaming channel, do you, ND? Possibly. Sounds like it. Okay. Right. I hope you're all doing okay anyway. It's good to see so many of you, by the way. Because usually sort of like a couple of people make it one week, then another couple the next week. It's good to see you all in 1 week for a change. That's really good. Tetris I'm terrible at. I do like Tetris actually, but I'm not very good at it. Okay, so we'll do a bit of a measure-rooney on these ones. 5.7 centimeters. And the width, that's the length. The width, about 3.5. And height's a bit awkward to do, of course, but we'll do it as best we can. About 2.1. Yeah, so there we go. And of course, got the egg on top as well. So we'll do a bit of a chop. Do I have my trusty knife? Yes, I did. I thought I'd lost it for a minute, but I've got my knife. So we'll do a bit of a chop. So obviously we've got the egg on top there. Yeah, okay. I might try and chop it a different way because we'll squash the top. So it's a typical affair. You've kind of got the chocolate top. Yeah, it's not bad, I guess, if you look at the, you know, I think I might have pushed down the top slightly. But you can clearly see, I think, that there's not quite the dome filling that were promised on the front of it, but not too far off, I guess. The white mini egg, well, this is it. I mean, yeah, it's definitely, yeah, it's not. I mean, that's another question, actually. I mean, it does, you know, you could actually have 2 or 3 on top of these, and that'd be a bit better. And that'll be another way to make these better. Have more mini eggs on top, you know. But yeah, you're right. It does try and escape. I mean, you know, sometimes I can't blame it really, because I mean, they're not the best cakes usually. But we'll see. You never know. I mean, what does it say the cream is? Vanilla flavour topping. Okay. All right, well, let's give these a taste then. We'll see. I mean, I think they could do with more mini eggs on them, couldn't they, really? You know, you could at least have 3 on there, it seems, couldn't you? You know, it seems a bit... I mean, maybe, you know, I'd prefer an odd number like 3. I think 2 might look a bit silly. But I feel like you could at least have some more on there. It does seem a bit, you know, a bit of a shame, doesn't it? You know, so that's one thing going against it. Yeah. But so, yeah, it could be, you know, white mini egg. It could be interesting to have sort of white chocolate ones of these kind of things. You don't see white chocolate cake bars, do you really? So that's, you know, it's an interesting one. One for your subs. Yeah. I know, it's one of those, I think it's one of those really, I mean, it's, yeah, I don't know what to say. Yeah, it might be one of those where things will progress in time. But the thing is, people can watch them on catch up, and you do generally get the average amount of views on catch up. So it's one of those. But, you know, yeah. Maybe I should be on. Well, the thing is, Luke, I rarely get to do, you know, Instagram and stuff like that. So I need to sort of perhaps, you know, that'd probably be my main way of communicating, I guess, rather than Snapchat and things. Yeah, but even then it's quite difficult. I do so many videos and stuff. But yeah, I don't know, the live ones, a lot of people, I think, you know, probably do watch them in catch up and stuff like that, really, you know. And I think, yeah, it's a bit of a funny one. It's one of those. But as I say, I'm thinking of doing more sort of scheduled you know, premieres and things like this where, you know, people can watch them live, but there's sort of like a review or something like that. I'm thinking of seeing how those go as well. So we have a bit of chats like this there as well. So there we are. Yeah, I remember those white chocolate filling ones. Yes, they weren't too bad, I seem to remember. It wasn't, I don't think it was really white chocolate though. It's kind of, well, it was white chocolate, that was what it was called, but it didn't taste very white chocolatey. Yeah, you're right, Scotty. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so there we go. So let's see what this tastes like then. So I'll tell you what, we'll taste one without the egg first, because I think that's to get the main benefit. So let's give it a go. Seems to taste it's not too bad, you know. It's not the worst cake bar I've tasted. I don't know why this is different than other ones. It seems to the chocolate cake seems to be quite a nice chocolate sponge actually. The cream topping doesn't really do much for you though. It's a typical sort of non-filling, if you know what I mean. It's okay. The sponge is a bit better than I've seemed to have tasted before. I don't know why that is. I'm sure it's the same sponge as always has been the case, but it doesn't seem to taste too bad. I'm trying to think why this would be different than other cake bars, really. It's got your typical... I don't know. It tastes a bit like the sponge. Well, I guess it is the same as sponge as a mini roll sponge, really. Hi, AB. How are you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, good to see you, AB. Glad you're doing okay. Hope you're all right. Yeah, so nice... yeah, not too bad the weather today. We always talk about the weather, don't we? It's not too bad today. You know, but yeah, how's the weather where you all are, by the way? Hope it's okay. Oh yes, it is. Yeah, this is the mini egg cake bar. Yeah, so there we go. Got the mini egg on top. So far, it's not been too bad. I don't know what's going on. The sponge seems to be okay. Normally the sponge is a bit dry and rubbish, but it's not too bad. It tastes more like a mini roll sponge. That's probably why it's not too bad, really. But I don't know. I'm sure all the other Cadbury cake bars have. I'm trying to think. Maybe I don't know. Yeah, don't know. Yeah, I think you're possibly right. Those are the roses ones, Andrew. Yeah, I think you're probably right. They seem to be a bit better, those ones, didn't they? I think it's the sponges can make or break a cake bar generally. Because often it's just either too much of it, or it doesn't taste very well. It's dry, and this one doesn't taste too bad. It tastes like the mini roll. Yeah, sort of sponge actually, and it's not bad. Let's try it with the egg on top. I mean, the filling is nothing too spectacular, but you know, it'd be better if there's more mini eggs on them. I mean, for sure, or even if they had those sort of mini eggs that are in the chocolate bar version of it. That would be quite good. Yeah, that would be quite good. Yes, what were the penguin ones like? Did I review those? I can't remember if I reviewed them. I feel like they're ones that probably wouldn't be too great. What did you think, AB? I feel like they're ones that I wouldn't be too keen on, really. But these aren't too bad, you know. I think the cream sort of centre, the filling at the top, isn't too special. But you know what? It seems to be... I mean, the sponge is just not too bad. You know what? They're not going to blow your socks off, these ones, for sure. They're you know, they're not great. I think I'd rather have a mini roll. It'd be nice if you had sort of, as I say, sort of the mini eggs that were in the mini egg chocolate bar that's around at the moment. I mean, I think something like that would be better, or you know, having them dotted on top rather than just one mini egg. You know, so there is that. But you know what? They're not too bad actually. I don't know how this happened, Andrew. How's this happened? I mean, how's it cake bars taste not too bad? But yes, there we go. Yes, I've got my summery yellow top on, which means I'll have to use the black background for the so you can see the stars. But yeah, I know the clocks are going for. I'm loving all these late, brighter days. It's really nice, you know. It really is nice. But we'll lose some sleep, won't we? So that's a bit of a shame. But we'll get used to it. Yeah, I think the penguin ones. Oh, Benny Spector, yeah. I think cake bars generally are a bit of a letdown. Generally, you know what I mean. I mean these ones, the sponge is okay, and normally the sponge is a bit terrible. The cream's all right on top. I think there's a good amount of it. Overall, it's not bad. I mean, I think it would benefit definitely from having more mini egg antics going on. You know, I guess it looks nice with just having one on. I can kind of understand it, but it'd be nice if they could incorporate the mini eggs a bit more in some way, either inside it. Or chop, like those mini ones you get, or on top, more of them on top, or something. I don't know. It just doesn't scream mini eggs really. So yeah, so I think for me, it's going to be. Yeah, I know it's the first sign of the end of the world, isn't it? Instant Andrew, it must be. I mean, I don't love it. Let's put it that way. It's not bad though. It's not bad actually. I think. I mean, I'm going to say 3 out of 5. It's not bad. It's not bad. I'm surprised. I was expecting the worst. Maybe if you expect the worst, sometimes you're a bit more pleased really. But The mini eggs are nice. Yeah. It's not bad. It's not bad. Not bad. Definitely better than a lot of the cake bars I've had. And I think you've got the old problem of the space, of course. There's all that's there. I mean, we're almost taking that for granted now. I didn't even really mention it, did I? About all the fact that you could fit 10 in there rather than 6. So there's all that, of course. So, you could technically dock it for that and things. Sometimes I do that. It seems to be quite a sort of broad thing now, doesn't it now, So, yeah. It's one of those. Nah, yes. Yeah, sometimes we forget, Rick, how just what kind of things we, like talking about the weather's very British, isn't it? I was thinking about this before. Obviously, nice stuff like that. Shall, I think, is a British sort of type of, We've obviously got the differentiations as well. Some of the things Scotty comes out with, I very different than what I would say. And then, of course, I say random things as well. Grand, and I know something else that Scotty didn't quite understand either. So yeah. Oh dear. Hi Leon, how you doing? Yes, good to see you. Good to see you. Yes, it's been a while. I think did you appear for the first chat? I can't remember. Glad you could make it back anyway. Glad you could make it back. Good to see you again. Hope you're doing okay. So let's see. Well, we just reviewed the mini eggs, the mini egg cake bars, 3 out of 5 basically. Better than you'd think. Is it just the summary for that? Well, depending on whether you are used to cake bars being terrible or not. Okay, you might be disappointed otherwise, but there we go. Right. Okay, so what have we got next? Well, yes, we've got one that you might have expected to be coming at some point or other because I advertised it on the first week of doing these Easter specials. It's the Cadbury Dairy Milk Oreo mini eggs. Miniature eggs even. Yeah, so there we go. It's a bit of a Cadbury focused one this week. I didn't intend for it to be that way. It just turned out that's how it was. And I've got a very a special one coming up next week, internet pending, of course, if the internet works. A very special one for next week. I'll post it on Wednesday around that time, but it's a very it won't be a mystery one, but it'll be a very special one, I say. A special one for Easter. Yeah. So there we go. Yes, so let's have a see. So bit of a usual typical affair, some air in here. Yeah, what sort of things? I know Canada are famous for saying A and stuff like that, Rick. But we do say it in the UK as well, A and stuff like that. So I think it's a British thing as well. You can see they're half empty again. Usual stuff, usual story. Miniature eggs, dairy milk Oreo. It says dairy milk there. Okay. Interesting. Milk chocolate with vanilla flavour filling, 46%, and biscuit pieces, 4.5%. There we go. We've got the per 100 grams, 575 calories, so very calorific per 100 grams, well over the 500 to 550 threshold. 38 grams of fat, 21 of which are saturates. And per 2 eggs, 20.6 grams. We've got, let's see, 119 calories, sorry, 78 grams of fat, 4.3 of which are saturates. So there we go. Yeah, there we are. Okay, fair trade, stuff like that. Usual stuff. The Queen approves as well. Got the Queen approves image. Do you get that image on things in Canada, Rick? That sort of like a Queen approved symbol and things like this. Yeah. Honestly. I've tried them with, I have tried them. Yeah, I know. More. Unfortunately, Andrew, there might be another Oreo thing coming up, but it's a bit of a different type of one. Just to warn you. But yeah, more Oreo, more dairy milk. But yeah, you're right. The Oreos with milk is surprisingly nice. I couldn't believe any. Normally we dip them in tea and coffee in the UK, but with milk, it was actually quite nice to do that trick. So individually wrapped. There we go. So how many do we get in here? So I'll pour them out. Move the camera down a bit. But yeah, you know that Oreos with milk. It's nice. It's better than you'd think. I enjoyed it actually. Something I recommend doing. Okay, so here we go. Let's move down a bit. Got the trusty knife ready. Okay, just adjust the video a bit. Yeah, thanks for your patience, by the way, today. I know I was having those technical problems earlier, so I'm glad to sort them. So I was a bit worried I wouldn't be able to do it, to be honest with you. I just, there's nothing I could do. I was doing all sorts trying to sort it. you know, if the internet doesn't work, it doesn't work. You know what I mean? So I'm glad you all waited, and thanks for that. Bit of a last minute reprieve. There we go. Got 7 in here. Does it say there's roughly 7 in a pack? Can't see it, but it might say it somewhere. Sometimes they say typical average 7 in a pack, but I think from the weightage you can see there's 7. So a 72 gram bag, 2 eggs is 20.6 grams. So yeah, 2, 4, 6, 60 grams. Then yeah, add another 1, about 70. Okay. Yes. Yeah, I'm glad you could make it back, Lean. Yeah, good to see. I know it's difficult sometimes. Some people can't make Saturdays. Luke usually watches the football, things like this. But hopefully you'll be watching on catch up if you haven't. But it's good to see you back. Hopefully I'll see you again as well. Cookies and milk out for Santa. Well, where I am, I don't know if it's the same in Scotland, but leave out a glass of sherry, a carrot for Rudolph, and a mince pie generally as well. So that's what we've been leaving out. Oh dear. There we go. So upside down. Strangely, the wrapper's upside down. You'd think it'd be that way round. I got yeah. It's a bit of an odd one. Okay, we've got 7. Let's give them an open then. I'll give 1 an open. I remember for New Year, it was like a tradition my mum used to make me do. Where I used to have to stand outside before the clock struck 12 on New Year's Eve, and I used to have to go out with something representing money, food, and fortune. I think it was. So I had to go outside with a lump of coal for heating. That was it. Heating for coal. Some money, like some pence or something, for wealth, and I think some slice of bread for food or something like that, something weird like that. And then I used to have to come back in with those. It was the youngest person in the family, and he used to have to have brown hair or something like that. I'm not sure, something random. So let's give these a bit of a measure. Yes, let me know what you think about those premieres. Actually, if I set like a tier video as a premiere, would you all be willing to watch it, when it premieres? I'll be there as well. 3.3 centimetres there in height. Let me know if you think that's a good idea. It would be a nice way to get people into the channel more as well. 2.5 width at the top as well. So there's a bit of a seam around the edge. It's a vertical seam for this one. Not very good design on the egg. Nothing really there. You think at least the Oreo or something, but it doesn't. Okay, let's give it a chop down the middle. Well, this is it. Well, yeah, I don't think. Well, yeah, who knows? Well, they always disappeared. Yeah, let's put it that way. Who ate them? I'm not sure, but they always disappeared. Okay, let's give this a cut down the middle. Yeah, Leon Britton. Yeah, he used to play for Swansea. Yeah, I used to think that was. I think I made that comment actually when Leon first arrived. Yeah, so there we go. Mandarins and mince pies, and a glass of milk as well. There we go. So you can see there it's two halves there. You can see they're basically put together like that and then stuck together. So you can see it's a clean section. A bit of a lip there. You can see it's sort of swelled up a bit at one end. It was the opposite ends actually for some reason. Don't know why that is. It seems to have. There's a lip on that bit there and a lip on the other end. So it's as if maybe these are made separately. Then they're not. Made in a different part of the production line, stuck together. That implies, doesn't it? Okay, interesting. Look okay. Yeah, one of those. Yeah. Well, yeah. Can you be drunk in charge of reindeers? That's the question, isn't it? Can you be drunk? I mean, well, he's never crashed yet, has he? Let's put it that way. So, okay. Let's lift myself up. Right, let's give these a taste then. Yeah, so not too bad. Look okay, don't they? Look okay. I think the problem with these things, as is always the case, is the Oreo doesn't really translate very well into this medium, I guess you'd say. I don't know if you want to call it that. I like the Oreo sandwich dairy milk bar, which is really nice. Basically a block of dairy milk with Oreos built into it, and the dairy milk goes through the middle of the Oreo. So it's actually really nice. Beautiful way to have it. And it's got proper Oreos, mini Oreos, but really nice ones, yeah. So, yeah, so there we go. Yes. Yeah, so Leon, that's not you then, I take it. You're not the ex-footballer. Well, does he still play football? I think he's. I think he might still be there, but I think he's got on a bit now, hasn't he? Okay, let's give this a taste. Looks interesting. I think the smaller quantity definitely helps it. The smaller size. Now it is dairy milk as well. I don't believe the full size egg was dairy milk. I didn't think it was anyway. And it does make a bit of a difference. I don't know if it's the quantities or not, but I can taste it and it tastes nice. I think the centre's a bit mundane. You can't really tell it's Oreo. A bit of a crunch in there. The cream is a bit creamy, as you'd expect. It's a bit too creamy. Yeah. I'm going to try another one as a whole and just see. You know, I think that's the best way to do it, isn't it? You're never going to eat this. I mean, you might bite it, but you know, I think generally you would have the whole thing at once. That's the full experience. So we'll just open another one. Give it a go. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what it is, Rick. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I mean, I think Andrew is the same as as well. Doesn't like the. I'm not sure if everyone else does, but I'm quite sure Andrew's a bit fed up with all the Oreo shenanigans as well going on, and they just don't quite do it very well, really. I don't think. It's a funny one, really. Okay, let's give it a full taste. I think the chocolate's not too bad. You can just about taste it, and it just gives it a bit of a extra flavour, actually, having that dairy milk chocolate. It's a shame it's not as prominent as it could. It's a shame it's not as prominent, I guess. It's a shame it's not more of it, basically, because there's too much cream, really, and it just makes it a bit. I don't even know if it's really the Oreo cream either. It's just like a weird. I wouldn't say it's even the biscuit cream. So even if you love that cream, I don't think it's the same thing. It doesn't give you the impression of eating an Oreo at all, which is a real shame. You know, I think it would, if it was more reminiscent of an Oreo somehow, even if it was just bigger, you know, biscuit pieces in there, I think it would really make a difference. It's just it's too creamy. And I think Oreo is a lot about the biscuit as well, and I think that's my favourite part of it, really, that the biscuit part of an Oreo. And the cream is there just to sort of give it something else, you know. Yeah, so I think for me these ones are a bit disappointing, really. It's always the case with these Oreo cream bars, anything with Oreo cream in it, or the similar, you know, creamy filling. I think it's just never too great, really. And I say I think it would be nicer with bigger pieces of biscuit and thicker chocolate as well. For once, I actually think thicker chocolate. You know, sometimes you think, it's scrimping on the filling or whatever. But I think in this case, thicker chocolate would definitely help out. And I think for me, yeah. So, I think for me, well, rating wise, I mean, what do you all think? Have you all had one of these before? The cream's a bit creamy, yes. You know what? When I can do YouTube merchandise, if I ever get to that point, you know, there's definitely, you've got to keep a note of these quotes, Andrew, for me. I know someone else was doing it at one point as well. You know. Oh dear, 1.333, Rick. Yes, I still need that 333, that third star. Mind you, know we'll need 2/3, won't we? To be honest with you, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. I don't think it's you know, I do need that 3.331. I don't think it's that bad. I think it's okay. It's definitely. I think the chocolate surround being dairy milk has lifted it slightly. Actually, it's better than, you know. Again, another one better, slightly better than I was expecting. I don't know. You know, difficult one to say. I think it just about works being slightly smaller. I think, but it's still a bit too creamy. I think. It's a borderline between a 2.5 and a 3, and I think, you know what I'm going to do. I think because this Oreo cream is not really fitting in with the Oreo brand at all. I don't think it could really. You wouldn't really say it was Oreo if you didn't have Oreo written on it. I think for that reason, I'm going to go down from 3, and I'm going to give it 2.5 out of 5, or 2.333, or 2.666 will be the case. Excuse me. Yeah, I think it's not terrible. It's just a bit below average, really. And I say the average chocolate is nice. If you add any chocolate, as I always say, you'd be expecting something tasty. So, you know, a 3 out of 5, that's what it is. This one, I think you'd be disappointed. I think you'd be, I mean, having tasted them before and been very disappointed, I'm now not quite as disappointed as I was in the past. Because I think the gist of it is the dairy milk chocolate has lifted it slightly. I think it's been there in the past. Nothing new. It's just that I was looking out for it this time because I saw it said dairy milk on it. You know, and it just gives it something, a slight edge, slightly. Yeah, no, I definitely need that, don't I, Andrew? Yeah, unfortunately, YouTube, basically, it's a bit funny, really. You can't do it till you've got, I think it's 30,000 subscribers or something. It's something ridiculous. It's a long way for me yet. You know, so yeah, and there's that. I think generally, the member program doesn't really become available till you've got, is it 10,000 or something normally? I think for me, I've been quite lucky. I think because I had the Discord channel. I think for for basically people who stream games. I think they've put it as a lower threshold. And I think because I had a Discord channel, when they were reviewing the channel, I think they might have thought I was a gaming channel, and that's why I got it for 1,000. But other channels, I don't think get it this early. So unless I was just lucky for other reasons, I don't know. But so anyway, keep it hush hush. I'm sure they won't be complaining. You know what I mean? But yeah. So honestly. But yeah, so there we go. But yeah, so I'm doing quite a lot of video review. I'm doing about 5 reviews a week this time. I'm going to try and do some more informatical ones as well, like perhaps, as I say, doing one about talking about things I reviewed 5 years ago. It's 5 years since I've been doing a channel at the end of this month. So might do look back reviews, videos, more tier lists and things like that maybe. So let me know if you fancy those. You know, the problem is I can only do so many reviews a week or videos a week. There's just not enough time in the day, unfortunately. But let me know what you're thinking. I might try and do a few more like that. I'd say do some premieres and things. I'm trying to get more sort of chat things going on as well. But yeah, you're right, Rick. You're right. Yeah, if you didn't know it was, you know, because you're expecting Oreo, you know, yeah. I think it was one of those, isn't it? Would you prefer if you weren't expecting Oreo? I think you might. I don't know. I think it does add to the disappointment when you're expecting Oreo. That's for sure. It does add to the disappointment. Yeah, it really does. Okay, right. Right, so I've got next. Well, got this. I don't know what's going on with Cadbury and Peter Rabbit, but we've got this Cadbury Dairy Milk Bunny Vanilla Mousse. Yes, Peter Rabbit as well. So I don't know if it's a new film. It was last year, a Peter Rabbit film, and this branding was on there last year. And it's not a year-old product. There's the sell-by date. Hopefully it's in date. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, but yeah. I don't know what's going on. I don't think there's a new film of Peter Rabbit coming out. So I really don't know. Obviously, they've kept with the... maybe they've just got the branding, so they're just keeping with it. I don't know. But I'm just wiping the chocolate up from the plate a bit. Anyway, well, there we go. So that's what we've got next. So yeah, quite another one of those, really, where it's got a sort of centre that's perhaps a bit creamy, but we'll see. The cream's a bit creamy. Oh, dear. There we go. Partner with Fair Trade Foundation. Yeah, sorry, Rick. I asked you if you had the... might have missed your reply. Sorry about that. Do you have the like the Queen approved symbol on stuff in Canada? Because I know obviously the Queen, like things like this here, you see they've got the... Maybe it would do with Cadbury, you know, I guess, but they're like Queen approved symbol. Yeah, we have ones for Prince Charles and other things as well. I know it's a lot of Cadbury things today, actually. I have to say, yeah, a lot of Cadbury ones today. I don't know why it happened. I think because on the original week I had a load of Cadbury products. I thought, right, okay, I'll try. I won't just throw them into the same mystery review because I felt like it's a bit cheap after I did that little questionnaire to say what people preferred. But then I think so I've ended up with a load of Cadbury stuff left. So there we go. Yeah. So honestly, I think I did. Yeah. So there we go, yes. But hopefully, well, the good stuff anyway, the good stuff. Oh dear. Yeah, that's turned out that way. Hopefully you don't mind that. Maybe it's a Cadbury Easter special, I guess, but there we go. There you go, bunny vanilla mousse. There we are. So what's the description on the back? Does it have one? It should do. That's it. I've got a special one planned for next week, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Milk chocolate with a soft vanilla flavour mousse filling, 36%. There you go. It's got the World of Beatrix Potter symbol there. It looks like Peter Rabbit. It looks like the Rainforest Alliance symbol at first. Fair trade and stuff like that. Milk chocolate, milk solids, 20% minimum, actual 23%. Yes, there we go. Oh yes, go on. What is it, Andrew? Oh dear. Right, so give this an open now. I'll just slow myself down a bit. Oh, does it really? Why is that then? Best before 31st of July. Does this one have it? Yeah, it does. You're right. Yeah. Are you just making that up? Or is that true? Let's have a look then. See if. Oh yeah, you're right. This one has as well. 31st July. The mini eggs. Find the mini egg one actually. Okay. Yeah. There's well. I've got a couple of other Cabbie ones, so I'll look in a minute. Yeah, why is that then, Andrew? Why is that? Okay, so here we go. So I'll just turn the put the old yeah, it's a bit of a funny one. So it's a bit rubbish then, isn't it? Because obviously means they probably don't go out of date then, or you know, presumably. Is that just because they don't so people get rid of them and stuff like that? Yeah, I think yeah. Yeah, the cake said March, I think. So yeah, it was a bit what I saw, but it was one of those where it's a funny date on it, so I couldn't quite work it out. But yeah, there we go. Yeah, why is that then? I wonder. I wonder if he's just said he can rotate the stock, get it out of the shops and things. I wonder if that's what it is. So I can see here that the. So I'll get my old ruler. You can see here that the got some flourishes going on here, so I'll give it a measure. 11 centimeters. So we'll take it out and give it another measure. It's shrunk quite a lot, I imagine. So it was 11 centimeters. Now we've got to 7.8. So there we go. So there we are. A bit of a very traditional looking bunny, I think you'd say. Definitely looks like Peter Rabbit's, that's for sure. I don't know if it's, I assume, is it meant to look? Well, it doesn't look like him. Which is a bit of a shame. You'd think it would, if they had this sort of branding going on, you'd think it would try to look like him. Looks like a very traditional bunny. I think like you'd be expecting something like that from the 50s or something. Sort of grooves on the bottom, flat back. See where it's kind of been filled in at the back. Yeah. Oh, sorry, Rick, I missed your message there. I don't know. Well, you've deleted it, so here we go. It's a message just as well. Let's give this measure then from top to bottom. So I think I did do it with the ruler, but we'll do it slightly more accurately. Yeah, it's about 7.7, 7.8 centimeters. And do width at the cheeks. About 3.7. Yeah, I'll try and do height as well. I'll do heights in the stomach as well. A bit hard. There's loads of different lumps and bumps this one, so 1.66. Okay, so I'll give a bit of a, I'll give him a chop. Unfortunately, I have to decapitate. It looks quite nice though. We'll just give him one last look while he's in one piece. It does look quite nice. Perhaps a bit of a, like the sort of attention to detail on the ears where one's flopped over. Not just a symmetrical bunny. Nice bow tie as well, or a sash, I guess. Looks quite nice. Don't think it's any way, shape or form really related to Peter Rabbit, but other than the fact that he's a rabbit, that's about it. Is Peter Rabbit holding something now? He's got an egg in his hand. That's quite nice. Nice artwork anyway. It's got the old grass as well, as usually is the case with these Easter products, things like this. Yeah, Cabbie, yeah, you're right. Maybe I do need a purple t-shirt. I've got one. I've got a purple t-shirt that's Mass Effect related, the old computer game. So yeah, so maybe I'll wear that at some point. But you're right, I need a Cadbury purple one, don't I? Be fully sponsored. There we go. So you can see that it's a bit light. See if it focuses in a bit better. There we go. So it's quite an aerated, fluffy centre. You can see there. Quite a thick chocolate shell as well. Not too bad. Looks interesting. Is it dairy milk? Yeah, it is dairy milk. It says. Okay, let's give it a taste. Interesting one. Interesting one. Yeah, I think they did an orange one of these. I think this was the first one I noticed doing this, like all this orange flavoured chocolate was last year. They did an orange version of this. Don't think they've done an orange one of this year typically. Everyone else is doing orange. But this was the first one I saw and thought it stood out quite a bit. Alright, let's give this a taste then. Taste the bottom half, why not? Let's give it a go. It's a bit this is a vanilla mousse. Initially it tastes a bit like white chocolatey sort of type, but it's not really. It is a vanilla mousse. It's quite fluffy, quite, yeah. Just very moussey. Well, aerated anyway. Again, it's another one of those that's quite creamy. You know, just more like cream like than mousse and vanilla like, to be honest with you. I'm not really getting much of a vanilla flavour from it at all. It's one of those. Yeah, thicker chocolate. What do you think to that then, Andrew? It would be good with caramel. Yes, I think you're right. Something like that. Just a bit different. You know, that's what's missing a lot of the time. It does look quite nice though, doesn't it, Rick? It does look quite nice. I mean, the problem is it just doesn't taste vanilla-y. And I think it just needs something a bit different, like either sort of better filling, maybe, more bigger bits than saying that Cadbury Oreo egg. maybe even caramel, something like that, something a bit different, just something to sort of add to it rather than just a one thing that sort of doesn't quite work. I don't know, it just doesn't taste vanilla like. It tastes very creamy. I don't think you would say this is vanilla flavoured. Yeah. Okay. Sometimes it's not bad. Sometimes it's not bad to do that. I like it when it's balanced pretty much. If they have too much of a filling, like the Oreo eggs and things, they're too sickly then. This one's not so bad. It's a bit better balanced, but I just think the inside is a bit disappointing. It just tastes very creamy. It doesn't taste vanilla like at all. If you said it was vanilla mousse on it, you'd be expecting something a bit more, well, something that tasted like vanilla. Yeah, and that's not what you get at all. Unless it means plain by vanilla, that kind of vanilla. Sort of the not the flavour, but the actual, what's its adjective or whatever. Yeah, you know what I mean. So it's a bit, a bit disappointing. I think it's another one of those where it's just they seem to do a lot of these products that are kind of like nothing quite special really. So it's a bit of a disappointment, that one. It's not bad. I mean, it's just the fact it doesn't taste of vanilla. It's a nice fluffy centre though, but it's a bit too, again, another one of those sickly ones. But I think they've balanced it relatively well. Like Andrew was saying, if they've kind of put a bit thicker chocolate on the outside. It's quite thick. I think they've balanced it well enough actually. I think if it was any thinner, or if it was a bigger product, I think there'd be just a bit too much centre for the chocolate. So I think this one, again, it's another one of those, 2.33. It's another one of those really where it's kind of like between 2.5 and 3, I think. And it's, I think, again, the same reasons perhaps as before. The other one you expect in Oreo. This one you expect in vanilla and you don't get it. It looks nice though. It's one of those, isn't it? I don't know. You can't really rate everything too badly, I mean, I don't know. I think it's a bit, but I think it is a bit disappointing. I think you've got to say it's disappointing. It is. It's not vanilla-like. It's a bit. It's a 2.5 to 3. A 2. What is it? 666, whatever, Rick. But I'm going to go again. I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to say 2.5 out of 5 again. It's just a bit disappointing. It's still nice, but it's below average than the average chocolate bar. I think if you had a normal chocolate bar that you quite enjoy most of the time, this one is not as good as those, and you would have wished you'd got that one, basically. So that's the general gist of what below a 3 is, really. You just wish you'd got a normal, everyday chocolate that you quite like, not your favourite, but you enjoy having. It's not as good as those, basically. Bit of a shame again, really. It looks nice, though. Definitely good artwork, good packaging. But at the end of the day, it's about the taste, isn't it? And that's what we didn't really have, So, yeah. Okay. Easter chocolate quite far in advance, you say, Scott. Is that why? Maybe that's, sounds about right then. Well, I guess, from a layman point of view, this is not based on anything other than what I'm just assuming to be the case. You'd think they'd want to get all the stock out and basically thrown away or whatever by a certain date, so that they can then have other products in the shop shelves and stuff like this. So they might do it for that reason as well, really. But yeah, I imagine as well, like you said, perhaps they do it quite far in advance. It does make sense. Yeah. Okay, right. So we'll continue on with the sponsored theme. The next one is the dairy milk mini eggs. Yes, there we go. The Cadbury ones as well. So this one I'm a bit more excited about, I think, because it's basically, this one I think should be a bit more exciting, really. Crisp best before day is always a Saturday. Is that true as well? This is some bizarre things. And do crisps really go off, do you think? And I was thinking about this this morning actually when I was sort of looking at some sell-by dates of my things. I was wondering if crisps actually really go off. But there we go, 31st of July, like Andrew was saying. Solid milk chocolate eggs with crunchy almond caramel pieces. There we go, yeah. And we've got the calories. What's the calories say? It focuses in. 200 grams, 535 calories, 31 grams of fat, 17 of which are saturates. Voice went a bit funny then, sorry about that. 100 grams, 535 calories, 31 grams of fat, 17 of which are saturates. And per 2 eggs, 118 calories, 6.7 grams of fat, 3.8 of which, etc. So I'm assuming again there's 7 eggs in these, or there should be 77 grams. How does it compare to these ones, calorie wise? I think it's a bit better, isn't it? I think, definitely. Yeah, these were 575, these are 535. I'm a bit more excited about the Dime ones as well. Dime, if you don't know, it's a bar. Sure, all of you do really. I'm not sure if you get it in Canada, but it's basically like a sort of milk chocolate covered caramel, almond caramel solid centre. Very nice bar. I really like them. I know Cabbie's paying me a lot, aren't they? Yeah, they should be. I wish they were. You know, I really wish they were. Mind you, we are rating them quite low actually, so they're not paying me enough. Yeah. Okay, quite short. Yeah, is that legitimate though, Scotty, or is it the fact that they just try? You know, did they really go off that quickly? I'll tell you what, I really do wish I had a lifetime supply of Cadbury chocolate. That'd be lovely. But yeah, we are doing a bit of. It's turned out to be a bit of a Cadbury special. I didn't intend it to be this way, but yeah, there we go. To be honest with you, I should have. Yeah, I kind of kept them all. Perhaps I should have distributed them a bit equally further on, really. But there we go. There is a lot of Cadbury products out at Easter. It's one of those. You know, has to be said. Okay, well, there we are. I've even reviewed a few this week. I did Cadbury's mini eggs this week. Did I do another Cadbury's one this week? Can't remember now. I've done a few this morning that I've got to do. You know, still as well some Cadbury ones. So yeah, I've done quite a few really. You know, there we go. I've already done 4 reviews this morning as well. So okay, so let's give these over. The same difference really. It's got the same appeal as look and feel as the others. It's got the green grass at the bottom. So the eggs jumping out, miniature eggs. Let's give them an open then. Okay. Individual wrap should be 7. We'll give them a pour out. Let's see. I'm ending on a relatively special one this afternoon as well. Going to finish on something a bit different as well that I don't normally do on the channel. So it's still not, might still be Cadbury related, but but you know, what can you say? Lack of preservatives. Right, okay, yeah. Interesting one though, because they're quite solid, aren't they? And it's an airtight pack. You wouldn't have thought it would matter, but well, I'm no expert, I don't know. But yeah, interesting one. There we go. So we do have 7. Yes, we do have 7. Individually wrapped, same as before, really. To be honest with you, the upside down wrapper again. They seem to wrap them the wrong way round. I would say the top is this bit. You know, the thinner end. Yeah. Okay. Interesting one. Yeah. No smell from them at the moment, so let's give them a bit of an open then. Let's see, just put the colour down a bit again. Yeah, so have you all got your Easter eggs ready, by the way? What have you got? Have you got anything nice? Well, as I say, I've got a couple, yeah, might have a couple in the pipeline, you know, with ones to eat. Don't know whether to review them or not, it's one of those. And I do have a special review next week, as I say, something a bit Eastery as well, so keep an eye out for that. Okay, so we've got the same difference again. It's that sort of nondescript shell, which seems to have like a, you know, I think they call it a cameo, don't it? It looks like it should have something on that, and I don't know why it doesn't. You know, obviously Dime or Cadbury, at least Cadbury. They're always Cadbury, aren't they? And the actual regular full-sized eggs have a strange star shape there. Okay, let's give it a measure then. It's the same size as the others, but just for consistency. 3.3 centimetres from top to bottom, and the width at the highest, the widest parts, roughly 2.5. Okay, that's not the seam side. Do the seam side as well this time. There's a horizontal seam. Some of them have vertical seams, but this one's horizontal. 2.4, 2.5 centimetres. Okay, we'll give it a cut. Okay, ooh, there we go. That cut quite easily. So you can see again, filled. Chocolate's fallen off a bit. See again, it's filled in 2 halves and stuck together, so it's a very smooth half. You can see there as well, looks to be a like bubbly bits, look like the Dime bit sticking out. Quite interesting. Nice, nice smell coming from them. A nice mix of dairy milk and Dime actually. When I was younger, Dime used to spell D-I-M-E, and used to be quite a prominent advertising campaign at the time. It was quite funny. But I think he changed it to the regular European spelling, I guess. There we go, very smooth centre there. You can see some chunky bits sticking out, bits of Dime, almond caramel. quite excited about these ones. As I said, Dime is a very nice bar. I really do like it. One of my favourites actually. So yeah, let's see how this tastes. Dime and dairy milk. You'd think it'd be a winning combination. I do remember we had reviewed the actual regular bars, and the Milka one was a bit better actually than the dairy milk one for some reason or another. I remember a couple of people in the comments were talking about that as well. Recommended it to me. It was only around the 1,000 subscriber special actually. Yeah, so interesting one. So if you can get Oreo mini eggs, miniature eggs, and Dime. Okay, let's give it a go then. So we've got to, well, do one half first. Give it a taste. Let's do it. Not bad, but again, I think the Dime pieces are so tiny. You don't really get what makes Dime really good. Is that sort of chewy caramel. You rarely get, you hardly get any actually. It's very yeah, a lot of dairy milk, of course. You know, it's mainly dairy milk, really. What does it say percentage-wise? Does it actually even say? Don't think it really says. Doesn't really say it. Well, let's say it anyway. How much percentage-wise? Yeah, milk size 20% minimum. It says actual 23%. Cocoa size 20% minimum. Doesn't seem to say what percentage. Oh yeah, there. Caramel pieces 4.5%. And then there's the top left as you look at it. Yeah. Almond caramel pieces. Okay. Let's give everyone as a whole a taste. It'd be great if it was just filled totally with Dime. The sort of centre of that. Might be too hard to eat, but it'd be great. You know, just at the whole one there, and they're really not getting Dime centre at all. Really not. It's just we get the odd taste, but not really at all. Another disappointing one. I don't know what's going on. I mean, let's say Cadbury clearly not paying me enough for this sponsorship. I mean, you know, not bad dairy milk taste, I guess. But again, just can't really taste the Dime in it. The Dime is one of my favourite bars. I really like Dime. I love that chewy almond caramel. I'm not a big fan of almonds generally, but the caramel in Dime bars is really nice. And I like the chocolate as well. Of course, you don't get the chocolate in this case because it's dairy milk. But the excuse me, the pieces are just too small. You can't taste them at all, really. Very disappointing. I think this was the same problem I had with the actual bar as well, from what I remember. Very disappointing again. So I think, you know, yeah, again, going to be another one of those. I really do need this 0.33 scale, don't I, Rick? I really do. It's another one of those where it's just, again, disappointing. I mean, maybe they don't have to make too much effort when they make these Easter products. Maybe because they just think, well, they're just novelty ones, people will buy them anyway. But I mean, really disappointing, you know. Really disappointing. I think it's, well, I can't beat around the bush. I think it's the same difference again, really. Nice dairy milk chocolate, but just no Dime in it, no Dime taste at all. So I think could even go down as to say 2 out of 5 this one. But no, I think the dairy milk's nice, but you're just not getting the Dime. Really disappointing. You wouldn't even know it was Dime if it wasn't labelled on it, I think. Another one of those. So it's a 2.5 out of 5. Yeah, so really disappointing, these products, aren't they? I mean, you know, the cake bar was actually the standout one, which is crackers, you know. So yeah. I don't know how that's happened, really. But there we go. Very strange. Okay, so we've got the last one for today then. Yeah, semi-special one. I mean, it's not probably, you know, in conjunction with the others, it's probably not that special, unfortunately. But, you know, because I had to clear a few out ready for next week. So I'll say I've got a sort of bigger one planned for next week. It's not going to be a mystery review. Because I'll be declaring what it is. Get my money's worth. But yeah, so I've had to sort of basically just do as much as I can, really. Get all the Easter products out of the way. Because, of course, it's Easter next week. So I need to get them all done. So again, you know, perhaps no big surprise. But we've got an actual Easter egg this time. I've never reviewed an Easter egg before. It's the Cabbie White Oreo. There we go. Yeah, so it's Cadbury, but it's Cabbie White and it's Oreo. Yeah, so there we are. Yeah, creamy white chocolate shell with crunchy Oreo biscuit pieces. I'm quite excited about this one because I love normally Easter eggs. You know the drill. It's basically a hollow egg, but they're just chocolate generally. They might have some extra bars in and things inside the thing itself. But they're generally just plain chocolate. I love Easter eggs when you get these ones where they've got a filling in them. So I was very excited about this one. But of course, it's Cadbury White, which isn't the best white chocolate. It's filled with Oreo pieces, which, as we've seen today, tend to be a bit, are they really, can you really taste the Oreo? So, a bit dubious about them, but we'll see. Got the description on the back. Hollow white chocolate egg with biscuit pieces. 7.7%. There we go. Per 100 grams, 530 calories. So actually, per 100 grams, it's pretty much dead bang in the middle of the 500 to 550 range. 20 grams of fat, 17 which are saturates. And per portion, 25 grams, 133 calories, 7.1 grams of fat, 4.1 of which are saturates. Okay, does it say how heavy the whole thing is? 220 grams. Fair trade, the Queen approves, suitable vegetarians. And you get the ultimate combination of creamy white chocolate and crunchy Oreo pieces. Yeah, so we'll see about that. Now, an interesting one. It's got like a to and a from on there, which is quite nice. Some stuff on there. Yeah, 31st of the 7th again. There you go. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, there you go, Andrew. Further proof. Yeah. Definitely can't. It's more of a coincidence, that's for sure. So yeah, no, you're right there. Some recyclable stuff on the side. I'm a good egg, it says, I think. Yeah, be a good egg. Recycle it. Okay, now coming on from that, I've noticed it's actually loose. Usually they come in like a plastic clamshell, don't they? But this one is loose. So last week I reviewed those. That was it, Puppy Power Pets, or whatever it's called. I can't remember. It's called Pet Patrol or something like that. And then also just a regular Cadbury egg, and they were loose, weren't they? Do you remember? Now it's quite typical for Easter eggs to come in this kind of size box. But when they're selling just other ones for £1, it does beg the question: why, if they need to be careful about the environment, are they continuing to put them into these big boxes, especially these ones where definitely these ones where there's nothing else, there's no other bar in there. You could just sell them separately, couldn't they? I guess shelf presence again, maybe, but it does beg the question, doesn't it? It does beg the question. Okay, so let's give this an open then. So it's let's have a look. I'll open it up here first and we'll move down a bit. Opens quite well. So you can see it does actually have a cardboard container there, which isn't bad actually, which is the way to do it. Just slide out cardboard coffee. This is a bit of a cardboard coffee. There it goes. Okay, actually just should have been buried, but there we go. So it's quite a substantial egg, quite big. Yeah, feels quite nice. Now there's 7 ways to smash an Easter egg, of course. Now normally we're going to be looking at this, so I've got to take it out and open it. Normally I would just basically smash this like this. I'd get it and whack it into a plate. That's what I would normally do actually to smash them, because I've always found in my youth when I wasn't very good with things, I used to basically open it and try and smash it or do weird things, and it obviously would just go everywhere and cause a mess. But if you keep it in the foil and then whack it, it'll all break inside the foil. So I'm sure you all know that by now, but that's my general tip. You could do perhaps what Scotty does, being Glasgow kiss or whatever it is, and headbutt it, but not sure that's a wise choice. But there we go. Yeah. So it looks quite nice, doesn't it? It doesn't look too bad at all. Does it open quite nice? Yes. Okay, there we go. It's quite easy to touch as well. Quite nice to hold. Yeah, look at that. It's like a dragon egg, actually, doesn't it? That's quite nice, I think. There's a bit of a white chocolatey smell, mixed with something else, which is presumably the Oreo pieces. I don't think we'll be able to. I think the calipers aren't long enough to. They might just be about long enough. Well, actually long enough, but they're not. They don't get to the top. So it's about so I'm expecting about 15.5 centimeters. So I might have to use the old measuring stick to do it. So we'll let's see. It's a bit hard to see because I'm kind of it's not flat. But yeah, it's about 15.5 centimeters basically. And that's the maximum length of the calipers as well. Yeah. It's probably just about 15.25, I must say. It's not quite as tall as that. But we can do the width. So we shall do the width. Okay. Alright, so there we go. Let's have a look. Again, I'm still a bit struggling with it, but yeah, about 9.5, I think. And again, because it's quite wide, the caliper's only to go out so far. So yeah, so might do the old measuring stick again. Yeah, it does seem to work about now. It's hard to measure, of course, because of the way it is. Yeah, about 9.5 roughly in width. Okay, so yeah, so how do we open this then? Well, let's move down a bit. We need to smash it up a bit, don't we? We need to smash it up a bit. Ah dear. The best and worst part about an egg. It always looks beautiful when you get it like that, but then you have to destroy it, but it is the way it goes. It is the way it goes. Okay, let's have a look. Let's just get the old brightness down a bit. There we go. Okay. There we are. Right, well, so what do we do? What do you think? What do you do, Scotty? Would you headbutt it? What do you think? We're to generalise Scottish people, of course. I know you're in Glasgow. I know it's a bit rough there. People grow up a bit more tough than us English folk, I think. Honestly. Okay, let's see. So yeah, I think maybe just to smash it down. I think might knock everything over. Let's have a look. Let's have a see. Yeah, let's do it. You could just hit it, of course, give it a big whack, but I think that might disrupt everything. So we'll just give it a smash. Ooh. Cover your ears, I guess. Cover your ears. Maybe, yeah. Okay, I'll have to do it harder. That was quite a hard whack, that, but it didn't break. So there we go. That broke it. Okay. Well, you know what? It's quite thick as well. And definitely, like I think Alan was saying last week, about the thick pieces there. You can see those thicker pieces there. Very nice. Yeah, look at that. Didn't quite make it out, but I think you can see that ridge there. A bit bright, of course. Yeah, you can see it there. It's a lovely ridge there, making it nice and thick just here. Yeah, very nice. Lovely part to eat that. Yes, that's the lovely bit about Easter eggs. Those little thick parts like that. And again, you can see it here as well. It looks very nice, doesn't it? And it's definitely filled with cookie pieces there. I mean, look at that. I mean, you can clearly see it's very filled with it. So I think this is perhaps a bit more, possibly more acceptable than generally these Oreo sort of filled bits where they've been very small pieces. This one looks a bit bigger. It'd still be better if it was bigger though, I have to say. I think I would prefer that. But yeah, let's give it a taste then. Let's give it a go. Quite excited about this one. So I did actually buy it some time ago. I was quite excited about it. I've kept it this long to review. So yeah, I've done the it's been quite good really, not eating it. It has been tempting at times. Okay, right. Okay. Right, so let's try. We'll give a normal bit to go first, not one of the thicker parts. Let's give it a go. Try to stop. It's not snapping off very in those small bits. Okay, well actually it's quite thick all round really. Yeah, it's quite thick all round. Okay, let's give it a taste. Very thick actually, it's very thick. There's some bits of thinner than others or thicker than others. This bit here is quite thin, but generally it's quite thick. Not bad. I think the problem is Cadbury's white is the general gist of going to be the problem. It's not the best white chocolate. Don't think a sort of it's almost like crumbled up biscuit pieces really. Is this kind of taste you're getting from this. But again, it's the Cadbury white chocolate I don't think is that great. And I don't think it's really enhanced again with the Oreo pieces in there. I think they're just too small. It's a shame because it's really quite thick chocolate. It's just you'll see, it doesn't taste too bad. Other Hans, how are you doing? Good to see you, by the way. Not seen you before. Good to see you. Gotta come in just near the end. We're just reviewing Cadbury white with Oreo Easter egg, basically. Yeah, very thick white chocolate, but the Cadbury white chocolate's not the best. That's the problem. And it's a bit like having crumbs of biscuit in there as well. Rather than just thick chunks of biscuit, which I think would be nice. It might be difficult to make the egg around it, of course. I'm sure they could work it out. We could definitely do bigger pieces than this, I'm sure of it. Even if there were fewer of them, but bigger pieces, I think that would definitely work rather than having all this many that's not doing much. Yeah, no worries, no worries. Got nearly finished anyway. You probably got the gist of this one. Good to see you again, though. By the way, good to see you again. Hope you're doing okay. Let me know how the job goes on, Val. Keep me updated. Yes, oh, nice one, Hans. Good to see you. Glad you subscribe. Hope you like it, Val. I've done tons of reviews. I'm doing some live ones every week. A special Easter one next week as well. I'll publish details of that in midweek actually, but it's going to be a special one. These are sort of the mystery reviews where I just do random products that I have, semi-random anyway, Easter related at the moment. Yeah, but good to see you, Hans. Good to see you. So yeah, I'm nearly finished, by the way, this review. So normally I read about 4 or 5 products. This is the last one, basically. Typical, really. I could technically do more, but my stomach can only hold so much, I think. That's the gist of it. No, but good to see you, Hans. It's really good that you could make it. So glad you could make it. But yeah, every Saturday, 4 p.m. GMT. Well, probably British Standard Time, actually, next week, because the clocks are going forward. Yes, keep me updated, Scotty. Keep me updated. Best of all, going to enjoy your tea. Oh, yeah, so there we go. So quite a thick chocolate with this one. It's very nice and thick, actually, which is one bonus for it, but it's just a bit too... It's that kind of... It's you're not really getting the benefit of the white chocolate, and it's been offset with sort of that crumbly cookie taste, but it's not really an Oreo taste. You're just getting sort of bits of it, like a dusting of cookie, really, rather than chunky pieces. It ends up tasting a bit like the cookies and cream Oreo egg, basically. Oh, okay. 1 a.m. midnight, flipping heck, I see. Wow. Yeah, crikey. Yeah, it must be... Well, I'm glad you could make it, Hans. Hope you're not too tired. Yes. Well, we start normally about 5... Well, if it's 1 a.m. now, 1:15, presumably, in your time. We start at 12 a.m. midnight your time, usually. 4 p.m. Although it might be 1 a.m. next week, because our clocks are going forward, so yeah. But you can always watch them on catch-up. You know, it will be available to watch separately. But it'd be nice to see if it's nice to see you here so you can chat, of course. Yeah, your English is very good, by the way. Yeah, so, well, yeah, well done. Definitely better than my Malaysian, that's for sure. Oh, dear. But I'm hoping to do more sort of premiere videos as well, where people can chat as I post them. So I'll be there chatting. It won't be a live video, but it'll be one that, it's posted as a premiere and has a chat feature available. So I might try and do some of those as well. So that'd be nice. Yeah, so again, there might be more your time, Hans. So I'll probably, well, maybe will they? Might be a bit too early in the morning for you, those. They might be a bit more evening hour time, but yeah, not sure. But see how we do anyway, But hopefully you can, make it again. It's good to see you. It's difficult to find a time where everyone can make it. One of those, yeah. So I do apologise if they're too early for you or too late for you. But I'm glad you could make it this time. It's great to see you. Penguin chocolate bar. Oh, very nice. Yeah, I like penguins. They're very nice. Yeah, they are very nice penguins. One of the, not bad. They have one in Australia called Tim Tam. I know Australia's probably nearer to you, so I don't know if you have ever tried the Tim Tam bar. Very similar to the penguin, but I don't know if it's as nice actually. But doesn't seem to be quite as good, I don't think. But you can do the Tim Tam Slam, where you can basically bite off both ends, and you can use it as a straw for a hot drink. Yeah, very nice. I tried that, and it's very nice. You can do that with Kit Kats as well. Don't know if you can do it with normal penguins. Might be something for you to try one day. Oh, yeah, it's a good way to eat hot drinks, though. That's for sure. Yeah, it's okay. So sorry, I've kind of I've lost. I've forgot where I was up to. Yeah, so basically, yes, I was saying it's a bit too creamy, this one. And it tastes a bit like the cookies and cream Oreo chocolate egg, basically. And that's the problem with it, really. It's just a bit too sort of... It's just similar to those the Oreo eggs before, it's that cookies and cream centre. It's a bit too sort of sickly, you know what I mean? So it's one of those. A bit disappointing, really, and I think that's the case with this one. And the pieces, again, I wish they were thicker. And I wish the white chocolate... Cabbie's white chocolate's not that great anyway, I don't think. But you can't really... It's just turned into a cookies and cream style affair, this. And that's what it tastes like, that sort of sickly, creamy sort of taste, you know what I mean? That's rather than white chocolate, it tastes like that. It tastes like the sense of one of those, let's say, the Oreo eggs, reviewed before. So a bit disappointing, really. Yeah, so I'm not, a bit of a shame. And I think it's, I myself don't like these creamy centres, really. They're just too sickly for me, and they're too a bit, they never quite work. And that's basically what we've got here, just a typical cookies and cream taste. Not very pleasant. It's a shame because it's quite a thick chocolate. It was just, I don't know. I don't know if it's the Cadbury's white chocolate or the Oreo pieces or both. Just don't quite do it for me at all. And those Oreo eggs, again, don't really do it for me. So I guess again, it's probably going to be, yeah, probably going to be. Let's see. No, that's the wrong one. 0 stars. Okay, first time you had penguin, is it? Oh, right, I can imagine. Yeah, well, as I say, there are Tim Tam bars from Australia which are very similar, but they're not as good. So you've done well to find a penguin one. I do like them. They have lots of different variants in the UK. The ones in different supermarkets have their own versions called like puffin bars and stuff, like different, basically water birds generally. But yeah, they're very nice. Yeah, and you can get different ones. You get mint ones, I think, and orange ones as well in the UK. Yeah, nice. They are nice penguins. I do like them. Yeah. Very nice. I bet they're quite expensive as well for you to get as well. They're quite cheap here. They're only about £1, which is not much money at all, really. Not sure what the equivalent is in Malaysia, but I know. You're right, Andrew. You're right. Well, not by ratings though. You know, they're definitely. I wish they'd sent me all this stuff, but no, I bought it all myself. All Cadbury stuff. But yeah, this one, you know, it's Cadbury White. I know you don't like Cadbury White either, do you, Andrew? You're not a fan of it. And this one, yeah, it's made Cadbury's White into that cookies and cream taste. It's the same as the Cadbury Oreo egg. It's that taste, basically. It doesn't taste like Cadbury's White. It's like that sort of cookies and cream centre. Miss half an hour, see, yeah, no worries, Andrew. Yeah, I know it's one of those. Yeah, so I think for this one, I'm going to have to say... Again, you don't really get the Oreo taste either. You're not getting Oreo. It's just cookies and cream. It's that generic cookies and cream taste. Yeah, it's not as good as Milky Bar, that's for sure, you know. Well, there wasn't too keen on the Milky Bar mini eggs, you know. I sort of found they have a weird taste. Scotty was saying he didn't find they had a weird taste, but I found that they did. Yeah, I've seen it. Scotty posted a picture of it in the Discord chat. I need to get it. Yeah, I need to get that. Let's hope it's nice. You know, Cadbury's White, you know, not the best white chocolate, is it? But hopefully with that, I think, is it Asda, I think? I need to get looking around for it, really. But I've still got my backlog. I just can't get through it, you know. I think I've already had to sort of bin off a lot of chocolate, really. Because it's just going out of date. I can't get through it. Even with these mystery reviews, I've still got too much. Well, I found that they were the same last year as well, actually. I think the shell has a funny taste to it. I found that. And it was a bit disappointing, you know. Yeah, a bit disappointed. Hi, Alan, you still here? I thought you'd gone. Good to see you back. Yeah, basically, just in summary, Oreo Cadbury White egg, nice and thick chocolate. I know you like that as well. I like it. Looks great, but just tastes like the generic cookies and cream that you get inside the Oreo mini egg, miniature egg. It doesn't even taste like Cadbury's White. It just tastes like that sort of generic creamy, like the cream from the cookies and cream type taste you get in some chocolate bars and things. Not very, it even looks a bit like that, like sort of grey colour, almost. You can't taste the Oreo. If you didn't know it was Oreo, you wouldn't have guessed it. Yeah, so, I think for me, disappointing again, really. Yeah, I'm going to say, just 2.5, 2. If you like this sort of thing, it's obviously you're going to love it because it's. But I think it's just too creamy and it doesn't taste of Oreo particularly. The pieces are too thin. The thing they did get right was the thickness, but they didn't get the Oreo taste. Didn't even get the Cadbury's White taste. Just a generic cookies and cream. So for that reason, 2 out of 5. Yeah, there you go. I was almost tempted to give it 2.5, but I think a 2. Yeah. What's been the best thing? I think I was just saying before. I think you yes. Oh, sorry, Hans. Yes, Malaysia, everyone eats Snickers. Yeah, okay. Yeah, yes. I think Kit Kats are quite popular here. Snickers, to an extent, but Kit Kats definitely are popular. And yet Kit Kat Chunkies here as well. They're very nice. Lots of different. I've got a few Kit Kats to try, and on the channel there's a load of Kit Kats as well. There might be a playlist to Kit Kats, so check those out. Yeah, you're right, Andrew. It's spot on. It's exactly like the Hershey's Cookies and Cream one. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. Yeah, that sums it up pretty well there. Exactly like the Hershey's Cookies and Cream. And that's the problem with it. The best thing so far, Andrew, believe it or not, it was the cake bars. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. I can't believe that. They were nice. I enjoyed them. Yeah, they weren't great, but they were the best thing. I think we had a pretty mediocre bunch today. There wasn't very good stuff, really. I was a bit disappointed by a lot of them. I think a lot of them are by the numbers Easter products, not really standing out. And when the cake bar's the best thing, yeah. I know, can you believe it, Andrew? I couldn't believe it. Absolutely crackers, that. Crackers. Yeah, I don't know how that's happened, but it has. Oh, I like the image, by the way, Alan. I meant to say your cream egg, yeah, your cream egg picture. I noticed it. Yeah, on the YouTube channel. I forgot to mention it. Yeah, it's a good picture. Yeah, definitely see what you like the most. Oh, the best one I've had. To be honest with you, what have I reviewed that I really enjoyed? Things that stood out. I probably I think I quite liked. I didn't mind the Kit Kat. Was it a bunny or whatever? That wasn't too bad. But I think the Kit Kat centre's a bit missing. But I think for me it was probably those Ferrero eggs. You know, they were the ones I really liked. They were from last year as well. I quite like the Terry's eggs as well. But I think the shell in those had a funny taste to it. They were very orange as well. You know, they looked a bit too orange. Really, they looked like carrots. But yeah, there's Andrew. Yeah, I definitely would try those. They're very nice, very different and unique, and they're substantial. They're not perfect. I feel like there should be something else there. Maybe a caramel again, like you were saying before. Something in the centre different, but they've got a nice. It's dark milk really. It's not dark chocolate. It's a dark milk taste, and they're very nice. Yeah, they're really nice. And they do one with chopped hazelnuts as well. I've not tried that one, but I imagine I'm not a big, you know, I don't think I'd be against the chopped hazelnuts, but I'd be quite happy without them. So I think the non-chopped hazelnuts would be nice. Yeah, basically that's it. That's it, Hans. Yeah, they're essentially one of them is Ferrero Rocher, basically. One of them is without it. Yeah, so yeah, I think it was a Maltesers bunny, Rick. I think it was. Yeah, yeah. No, not Maltesers. Kit Kat bunny, but the Maltesers bunny's nice. I think I've tired of it a bit now. I used to love it. It used to be my favourite thing. But it wasn't my favourite this year. I think I've just gone off it slightly. It's not doing it as much as normal. You know, yeah. The Galaxy Orange one, I wasn't a big fan of it. I didn't, yeah. Okay, maybe that's part of it. Sometimes if you're expecting the worst or not expecting the best, you can be pleasantly surprised. But I was expecting something good from it, and I was very disappointed in that Galaxy Orange one. But yeah, you're right, Hans. The Ferrero Rocher, yeah, basically these eggs that they do, basically are like Ferrero Rochers except in egg form, but they've got a thick chocolate centre rather than like well, there's one with chopped hazelnuts, but one I'm thinking of, it's got like just a liquid chocolate centre, and it's gorgeous. But it has the Ferrero Rocher sort of crispy wafer on the outside, very reminiscent of it, but even better, I would say. Yeah, really nice, really nice. Definitely recommend those. They're my Easter product of the year, I think, this year. Really enjoyed those. Yeah. I'll say it's dark milk as well, not dark chocolate. And they've actually nailed dark milk. All the other companies as well, dark milk offerings have been pretty terrible. But that one was actually very nice, yeah. So definitely recommend that, definitely. And check out the Terry's eggs as well. Yeah. Well, think how I feel, Hans. I review all these. I've done 9 reviews today. This was 5 in this channel. I did 4 earlier on today, so I've had my fair share of chocolates. I need to perhaps cut down really. It's probably not great to be eating so much. Yeah, but there we go. Trying to get all this Easter products done. You know, yeah. But I cut down during the week. That's how I manage it. I generally be quite good during the week. So there we go. That's how we do it. That's how I do it anyway. Or try to. Oh dear. Right, well, I think, yeah. Well, there we go. We've done the 5 products. It's been a bit of a Cadbury one today. I say perhaps good or bad, I'm not sure. Hopefully you didn't mind that. But next week I've got a special one lined up, so it'd be great if you could all make it, especially you, Hans, as well. You know, it's good to see you here. Well, everyone really, of course, especially everyone. Not going to mind. Yeah, Terry's chocolate orange. You know, it's definitely the nicest, but the white chocolate one was out of this world. Yeah. If you don't expect the most from it, I really like Galaxy chocolate though, Andrew. I really like Galaxy chocolate. It's the one creamy chocolate that I really like. I think they've nailed it. And I was really thinking, well, surely that with an orange flavour will be amazing because I like Terry's chocolate orange, you know, but it just didn't do it for me. I don't know. I just think Galaxy, when they add flavours to their chocolate, it just doesn't work. You know, the dark milk one was terrible. And I didn't really enjoy that. Yeah, it wasn't terrible or anything, but it didn't do it for me. It just detracted from it. But, you know, it's one of those, isn't it? Some people like different things. I'm not saying you're wrong or anything. It's just different tastes, isn't it? But for me, it didn't quite, it didn't do it for me, really, unfortunately. But as I say, maybe if my expectations were low, I might have been a bit more optimistic about it. But, yeah, my expectations were quite high. And so it's very disappointing for me, but there you go. So yeah, so I guess it's the angle you come at, isn't it, really? Just one of those. Oh dear. Right, yes, well, I guess there we go. We've done the 5 products, yeah. I think I've got some other things to review, of course, but I think I've got to, you know, for health reasons, I've got to stop. Oh dear, but it's been great. You can all chat. Yeah, you can all come and chat today. I know it's sorry about the problems at the start. I'm hoping that it's not going to keep happening. You know, because I say it was just my internet seems to be up and down sometimes. So fingers crossed, it's just a one-off or a blip. It goes from one extreme to the other. Literally, the upload speed is what matters for these videos, not the download speed. Although obviously maybe to an extent, but generally the upload speed. It was going like, you know, sometimes it's 20 megs a second upload speed, which is triple what I need, and then it would go down to 1, which is terrible. And I don't know how can it go from 1 to 20, you know, and then so I don't know. It was just really, it was something was going on, and I don't know what it was. And there's nothing on my computer that I could see that was doing anything funny. So very bizarre. So I'm not sure what it is there. I don't know if it's the routers playing up. I'm not sure. So, you know, unfortunately, without the internet, there's not much I can do. You know what I mean? If I can't send you the signal, you know. But fingers crossed, it's okay. It's turned out all right. So, you know, we'll just have to see and hope that it doesn't play up more in the future, especially next week with the special one I've got planned. Yeah. So, got the white chocolate there at the moment. 25 in your cupboard. Crikey. Wow. 25. Are they a limited edition? I've not seen them. I've not seen them for a while, Andrew. I assume they are, or assumed. What's the date on them then? Will they last that long? Cabbie dairy milk. Ah, yes. Dairy milk is really nice, Hans. It is really nice. Yeah, we did a few dairy milk ones today. So yeah, they were not bad at all, actually. But they were, well, they weren't the best dairy milk offerings, to be honest with you, but they had dairy milk in them. Yeah, see you, Rick. Glad you could make it, by the way. Good to see you. Have a great day. I know I think you're behind on us, so you've got the rest of the day open to you, so enjoy it. Yeah, have a great one. Hopefully I'll see you next week for the special one as well. Okay, so you've got some time then. You've got some time. You'll manage it, Andrew. You'll manage it. Yeah, 2 a month. Oh dear, honestly. Yeah, you'll manage it, I'm sure. Or you could sell them for a fortune on eBay, £2,000 each. Oh dear. Yeah. Take your time with them, enjoy them. They deserve to be enjoyed, those. They're very nice. All right, guys. Well, it brings us to the end, I guess. But yeah, hopefully I'll see you next week. As I say, I'll post midweek. You know, the next mystery. Well, it won't be a mystery one this week. Actually, it'll be a specific product, but it's one that'll be a very special one. I hope you'll enjoy. Fingers crossed the internet works out. But yeah, thanks for coming, everyone. It's really great to see you again. Thanks to everyone. Yeah, thanks Hans, Rick, Andrew, Scotty from before, Alan, of course. Yes. NB as well when he turned up for the gamer guy. It might be another person as well, but I can't think who it was. Jared didn't turn up this week, but hopefully he'll be there next week. But yeah, thanks everyone for coming. Thanks for Leon as well, of course. Great to see you again, Leon. Yeah, I knew there's someone else. Yes. Hope you have a lovely day. Thanks for joining again, Leon. And Hans as well. Thanks for subscribing. Yeah, hope you enjoy the channel. Check it out. Leave a comment over here as well. Let me know how you think of the channel. And have a great sleep if you get to sleep. Yeah. And check out, you know, the usual drill by now, everyone. Yeah, you know, like the videos, leave a comment over here as well as usual. Check out the member program, Discord chat as well. Great way to chat to me. And thanks so much for watching. I know some people don't chat, and thanks, as I say, for your always support and for being there. It's really great. Really means a lot. Yeah, don't worry, Hans. We're finishing off now. Yes, get some sleep. But I'll see you next time, Hans. Fingers crossed. But if not, leave a comment or free in the regular videos if they're on a more convenient time, and I'll always reply. So it'll be good to see you there. Okay, thanks again, everyone. Take care. Have a lovely weekend, and have a lovely sleep, Hans. And enjoy your white chocolate, Andrew. And I'll see you all later. Bye for now. Take care, everyone. Bye.